TV disappointing tonight.
Disappointing. I've never been on there before. I go home and away every game. But at the end of the day, that is it now. I've had enough of this manager. And everybody here turns round and says, oh, he's whatever. He's past his fucking sell-by date, and that's it. I turn up, what?
We want Wenger out, say we want Wenger out. We want Wenger out, say we want Wenger out. We want Wenger out, say we want Wenger out.
How do, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wasted Talent. Speaking of wasted talent, my name is Prince Freddy Adu, and I'm here today to take over as Arsenal manager. Now, you Arsenal fans, man, you chant that you want Wenger out. Some of you have more sense and don't join in with those chants, but it does leave me wondering what would actually happen to you were Wenger to leave, because it could have a galvanising effect. It could be the trigger that finally leads you to win a league title again. Maybe Wenger's style of management is what's wrong with your club at the minute, but I think you need to learn a lesson from Manchester United, perhaps. I mean, you know, you remove the iconic manager and the slide begins, but Arsenal haven't hired Moise. Arsenal have hired Freddy Adu, the greatest footballer ever. Who could possibly be better to turn Arsenal around and win them a league title than the greatest footballer of all time? So, that's me, by the way. So, let's get into this. So, in my meeting with Stan Kroenke. I haven't put his face in because why would I bother? I don't. No one wants to look at that. No one wants to see that. We mentioned when you joined the club that we would like to give you the chance to let Arsene Wenger go as part of the new regime. I would kind of want to keep him, but the point of this is Wenger out. Now then, Steve Bould, looking at him as the assistant manager. See, the main thing I use my assistant manager for, I don't use the star ratings especially. I don't really like those star ratings. I more look at the stats myself. But I do use them for opposition instructions purely because I can't be bothered to do it for every game. So what they need to be able to do that well is judging player ability, of which Steve's got 14, which is okay, and tactical knowledge, which is 9, which isn't great. So out with Wenger, out with his assistant as well. Mutual termination, he'll accept that, I imagine. He has indeed. So I'm going to get in my own man, and my man is always Mr. Terry McDermott. And there's why. Judge player ability 16, potential I don't really need it, but 16. Tactical knowledge 15. Working with the youngsters is 14. He's a very, very good assistant manager for what I like my assistant manager to do. So approach to sign him as assistant manager, finalise that deal, and hopefully we'll have him in the next couple of days. There you go, Wenger sacked. Are you happy now? Are you happy now, Arsenal fans? Okay, so just having my first look at the squad here. Lots of injuries, which isn't great. 2 centre-backs both injured, leaving Holding really as the only backup, seeing as Chambers is on loan. So I might bring in a centre-back, although how long's Gabriel injured? 2 to 3 months, 5 to 6 months. Yeah, I'll probably bring in a centre-back. Gibbs and Monreal, perfectly good, 2 perfectly good left-backs. Who wants Gibbs? Leicester. Does he have any kind of transfer status set? No. I'll leave it at that. I'll see what they offer. I think I'll start Gibbs over Monreal because Gibbs is that bit more attacking. I'll have Monreal for the more defensive games. 3 right-backs. Don't need 3 right-backs in a squad. How long is Jenkinson injured? 2 to 3 months. I think I'd rather have Jenkinson as the backup to Bellerin than Debuchy, because Debuchy's getting on a bit. How old's Debuchy? 30, yeah. I'll keep him around just because I need a backup right back for the next 2 to 3 months, but I think in January he can go. El Neni is a good potential player. Coquelin will start. Xhaka will start the odd game. Santi Cazorla, 31 years old. But the thing is, he can cover at midfield centre or attacking mid, or either flank actually. So I'll keep him around for now. But he might not last into. So I don't think he'll last into season 2. Ramsey will be one of the main men in midfield. Theo Walcott. How do I feel about Theo Walcott? I think I'd rather play Ox out wide than Theo, because he's got that. He's not as quick, obviously, but I feel like he's better. Well, his dribbling 16, his work rate is 14. Where's crossing? His crossing is only 12 though. Theo's crossing is 11, dribbling 14, work rate 14. I think I'll prefer Ox. I think I'll start with Ox. And then strikers is obviously where Arsenal are a bit light. Left wing is going to be held down by Sanchez. Iwobi will be the replacement, but then up front, Danny Welbeck, how long is he injured for? 6 to 7 months. So then that just leaves me with Giroud and Lucas. So I think centre back I'll sign one, maybe a young centre back, just as another, like along with Rob Holding, just as cover. Someone who's happy being backup, or maybe an older statesman can come in for on a 1 year deal. We'll see what's available. And striker, I think a star striker might be in order. So in terms of centre backs out of contract, there's Martin Caceres, but he's out for 2 to 4 months himself. But then there's Ricardo Carvalho, 38 years old now. Wow, but his work rate's decent. His positioning is very good. Determination 18, I love that in a centre back. Concentration 17, also key for centre back. High bravery, high anticipation. Aggression's a tad high as well. His acceleration and pace is very low. But so long as we don't try and make him push up too far, that shouldn't be a problem. His tackling is 16. He's not going to play that many games. He'll just be a backup. I think I'm going to go with him. Ricardo Carvalho, can I get him on a 1 year deal? Now I've just noticed that Chelsea have put Cesc Fabregas on the transfer list. Now this is intriguing. There's the romantic element to it, obviously, of bringing him back. He can play as advanced playmaker or deep line playmaker in the centre. He can play as attacking midfielder or advanced playmaker. Cam, what's my scout reckon? We'll probably ask for oh wow, that's a lot of wages for what would probably be a backup player. I'll put this on hold for now. I'll see what strikers I can get and how much money I have left, and I might consider getting him. Now another player transfer listed is West Ham's Diafra Sakho, who I'm actually considering because he can play as advanced. He's natural at advanced forward or target man. His work rate is 18. His finishing is 17. Dribbling leaves a little to be desired, and his passing isn't great either. But heading 16, finishing 17, work rate 18, playing as an advanced forward or a target man. That can be another one for the maybe pile. Aubameyang. Who wants Aubameyang already? Bayern. Could I swoop in on that deal? Have I got enough money? Aubameyang's natural as a poacher. Would a poacher work in the system I want to play with keeping possession? Perhaps not. Now a similar kind of striker is Mauro Icardi, advanced forward poacher. Again though, I don't know if he would be worth what he'd cost me. See, I don't just want to spooge all my money. I don't want to spooge all my money on a striker for them to flop, or for them to do about as well as Giroud would have done. It's difficult, mate, it's difficult. Now then, season expectations. I can't affect the budgets much, no matter what I say, so I'm just going to go for the bottom ones. The expectation is unavoidable for winning the Premier League. That will be interesting. Players are really content. Okay. Okay, so with that in mind then, I'm going to go in here passionate. And I'm going to say I want to win the league title. Yes, all green. Exactly the reaction. Fantastic. Okay, so Carvalho. So he only wants a 12-month contract anyway. But he wants a 1 year extension after league games. I don't really want to give him that 1 year extension unless I do use him quite a bit. So I'm going to say 15 games. I'm happy with the wage. I'm happy with everything there. Let's just say 15. He wants 10 and he's locked it. Okay. So now I have made an offer for Fabregas. I've decided that I'm going to. I don't really want to tell him he'll be a key player because his main thing is probably going to be that he'll be the backup to Ozil. But he will play quite a few games, so I'll say first team. Now the max wage that I can offer for someone who I say as first team is 150k, which he will not take. Quick bit of budget adjustment, and now I can offer him a bit more, but I still don't want to offer him that much. I'm going to offer 195. So he wants key player. I'm going to lock that. I'm not going to lock the wage though. We'll say 200. What's he on at Chelsea? 200. So you can keep your current wage, mate. Chelsea want rid of you. I don't think anyone else will really pay you this. You're not having 235. 200. Okay, 210. Fine, 210. Czech's quit his international career. I'm happy about that myself, but it's surprising. Retirement from international football. Okay, that's good. That's good. No injuries for Czech on international duty, which always pisses me off. Alright, so time for Freddy Adu to meet the media for the first time as Arsenal manager. We're going to be passionate. I have no doubt. I'm very happy. Success is in the club's blood. And I've had a bid accepted for Diafra Sakho as well. Playing time will be back up which is correct. 4-year contract, I don't want that. 3 years, and I'm going to lock that. And we'll go for trying to pay him 26 grand. It's 33, because I've shortened the length of the contract. Let's say 28. 31. I'm going to say 28 again. Okay, there we go. That's decent, that's decent. 26-year-old striker on a 3-year contract with high work rate and plays in a similar style to Giroud. So he will be a backup to Giroud. Hopefully he can hit the ground running and do well for us. Fabregas is in. Deal done. Cesc Fabregas has come back to Arsenal. Big, big, big news. Let's add him to the training camp squad. The fans are very pleased about that. Of course they are. And here's Terry, my old boy Terry. Terry McDermott is my assistant manager. Good shit. Get in, my son. So here's the injury update for us at the minute. Gabriel's out for 2 to 3 months, as is Jenko. Per 5 to 6. Danny Welbeck 6 to 7. Those are 4 players that could realistically feature in this team. Mertesacker possibly not. Welbeck is a backup striker, definitely. Jenkinson is the backup right back, absolutely. Gabriel as a backup centre back, absolutely. So 4 players missing that we could potentially have used, so that's not great. Based on that, let's have a quick look at the under 18s and have a see who are. So Javajing is one of the ones that they recommend signing. Reece Nelson looks good, doesn't he? Plays as an inside forward on the left, which is a role I'm going to be using in the team because that's what Alexis is. Alexis is. Sanchez. Let's say Sanchez instead. And potential ability is high. Who's that according to? Let's just scroll through and see if anyone reckons anything different. They all reckon is potentially a 4.5 star, which will mean that these stats. Passing is only 10 at the moment, which isn't great. He's 16. I can't look too much into his stats when he's 16. He's got stats in double figures at 16. That alone is a good thing. So let's offer him a contract. He's already agreed a contract off with the club. Alright then, fine. My position here is redundant. Ricardo Carvalho has signed for the club. Excellent stuff on a 1-year deal, just as a backup centre back. Very, very good. Very happy with that move there. Fans are unsure about it, but fuck them. Now, I've not left in myself enough budget to actually sign Sacco. 6.5 mil is required to be deducted from Arsenal's current budget of 4.1. That's not great. That's an oversight from me. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do other than cancel the Sacco transfer and then go back for him maybe later in the window. Because I think I've made my mind up on that. I think I do want him in as opposed to any other striker. Just as a backup striker, I think I'm going to go with Giroud, which Arsenal fans will hate, but whatever. I like him. I like him on this game. I like him in real life as well. I rate him highly. Much higher than most Arsenal fans do. Which isn't hard. So my big new signing, Fabregas, is injured for 3 or 4 weeks. Injured lifting weights. You melon. Monreal is out for 3 weeks. Great. And I believe that leaves me without a single backup left back. That's not great at all. How long was he injured for? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. When's the first league game? In about 2.5 weeks. Yeah, we should be fine. Man United at home in the first league game, man. I've only just seen that. Oh, that could be an embarrassing start. Everton have made an offer for Sacco, so now his agent's back, willing to talk to me again. I'm gonna go with 5 and 5, like I did before. Now I can't remember what I offered him last time. I don't want him on a 4-year deal. I remember that much. 3-year, and lock that. And I'll pay him 36 grand. What are West Ham currently paying him? 20. Wow. Maybe 35 then. Suggest. He wants 44. Nope. 36.5. No. 36.5 is as high as I'm going. Thank you. Now I've had quite a few little injuries here lately. I haven't spoken about them all because they're all quite tiny. None of them have really been worth writing home about. But we've got Theo out here for a couple of weeks. El Neni out for a few days. Mustafi out for a few days. Fabregas a few more days. Monreal a couple of weeks. Just they're not injuries. I think Ox had a small one as well where it was a couple of days. They're not injuries that are gonna keep them out of games, but it's injuries that I think will hold them back in getting completely match fit by the beginning of the season, which is annoying. And here we go, Diafra Sacco can confirm this transfer now. Finally, I have my backup striker that I wanted, and we are 7 days away from Freddy Adu's managerial debut at home against Manchester United. Historically, one of Arsenal's biggest rival, if not their biggest rival. I know Spurs is the local rival. Chelsea have become a bit of a rival as well, more so in recent years. But I think Manchester United is the big game. When Arsenal fans look at the fixture list, when the season ticket holders get the fixture list at first, I reckon the first game that they look for, even before the Tottenham game, I reckon the first game they look for is Man United. And this year they won't have to look very far. It's top of the card, top of the bill. First game up at the Emirates, Manchester United. I am shitting it that I'll lose. Al Nenny's got food poisoning, out for 3 to 4 days. It wasn't going to start, I don't think, against Man United, but it was probably going to be on the bench. So that's not great. Okay, tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the debut of Freddy Adu in managerial capacity. Those words didn't really add up to make sense, but you get what I'm trying to say. Can't wait to get started. Had a good pre-season. Fucking hell, how many questions here? Fitness tests are in. Mustafi is good for 90 minutes. That's excellent. Fabregas is good for a half, so he can go on the bench. Monreal has failed his fitness test, so I won't have a backup left back for this match, which isn't great, but should be okay. But anyway, the main news is that the day is finally here. Manchester United versus Arsenal. Jose Mourinho versus Freddy Adu. Two icons of this sport, two conquerors of their time. Not much of that is true. But let's pick the team and let's fucking go. I'm so excited for this. Alright, so the team for this match, look at that beautiful green stripe there, by the way. Isn't that lovely? But anyway, the first team for today, I'm a little bit worried about Coquelin's and Ramsey's match fitness in the middle there. Not great, but like I said, that's the thing with picking up little pre-season injuries. They don't get to their full sharpness prior to the first game of the season. But going with Cech, Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny, Gibbs, Coquelin, Ramsey in the middle, Chambo and Sanchez on either wing, with Ozil in between them and Giroud up top as target man on support, which is what he fucking does. It's a special day indeed. Can't wait to get started. I'm going to say it passionately. They're out without Pogba. Excellent. I didn't actually look at their team then, should I? I should have looked at that. Okay, so they're going with De Gea, Darmian, Bailly, Rojo, Blind, Mkhitaryan, Rooney in the centre as the deeper one. Rooney and Herrera my midfield can overpower that, I think. Tony Marshall on the left with Mata behind Ibra. That's not great, those two. I'm a bit worried about that. But otherwise confident. Confidence is key. Team talk, we're going to go with passionate. And we're going to go with about the fans. There we go. I'm going to keep it passionate. I'm going to keep it faith. Gotta have the faith, the faith, the faith. Gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Alright, that's a lot of green. That's good shit. Big debut, big moment here for Freddy Adu. His first managerial game in charge. Sorry if the graphics are jumping a little bit. It's because we're recording the screen. That's what happens. Mustafi well in. Playing it back to Cech. Launches it forward and they've won it. No, they haven't. Ramsey, Ozil. Giroud holding the ball up like he does, linking the play like he does. Ozil finding Chambo, put it across. He scores, Giroud. Yes! I knocked my mic over. Knocked my mic over while celebrating. Apologies. If there was a horrendous noise there, I'll find out when I edit. Editing Freddy, do what you can about that. But a great ball across from Chambo. Swept home with Giroud's right foot. And 3 minutes in, we have a lead. Okay, 15 minutes in, the next highlight. Cech taking the goal kick. Not really towards any of our players, so that's going to be their ball. Mkhitaryan plays it forward, Koscielny heads it away. Here's Gibbs. We have been in control of the game so far, based on possession and stuff like that, so hopefully we're going okay. Here's Gibbs, here's Alexis. Only really Giroud ahead of him, so we'll go back to Coquelin. Ozil. Canox make a run for him. Not quite, Berlin cuts it out. But we'll maintain possession. Bellerin, Ramsey. Coquelin has Bellerin on, if you can find him. Chambo definitely does. There we go, Bellerin, put a cross in, mate. There we go, Giroud! Oh, everyone, all of the Arsenal fans clamouring for a new star striker. You just need to play Giroud properly. Play him in his best position, play football that suits him. Get the ball wide, get crosses in, and he will score goals. 16 minutes, he has 2 for me. Both with his right foot, weirdly enough, but Giroud. I'm glad I just signed Fabregas and Sacco instead of spending all that money on a striker to replace him, because I didn't need to. What a man. What a sexy big man. I shouldn't have said that. And here we are at half time. Completely dominant Arsenal. There wasn't a highlight for the rest of that half, so we've just been in control of possession, in control of the ball. But I am going to go with a calm about not letting performance levels drop. Giroud didn't like it because he's playing really well. Confused and demotivated, but the rest of the team gained focus. That's okay, I can take that. Ibra's injured. What a shame. What a shame. Here we are just before the hour mark with the next highlight of the game. Here's Mustafi playing it forward for Giroud, the hold-up man, the big man. Ozil, Giroud again. Can he find a pass? He can find a pass out wide for Bellerin. Can I get in the box now? Box a bit deep. Oh, good header away from Bailly. Good defensive header. Keeping it off Sanchez. They'll come forward now. Ibra, their target man. Mata. Ibra. He's got a sprained wrist, Ibra, but that won't stop him running. Someone close him down, come on. Oh dear, that's not good. That's not good defending. But that is from Bellerin. Here's Giroud. Hold it up a bit. Wait for runners. Wait for runners. There you go. Oh, Rodney. Oh, Rodney. Oh, Rodney's off. Oh, Rice and Rodney. What an idiot. What an idiot. Giroud's alright, he's in their half, but he's facing away from goal by the time he makes this tackle. He's going nowhere. Oh, Rodney, you petulant little man. Make a couple of subs then, since we're a man ahead and 2 goals ahead. I think I'll swap both of my central midfielders, because their fitness wasn't great going into the game. So we'll bring on Granit Xhaka and Santi Cazorla. Santi is very good at playing deep line midfield. I don't know how Xhaka is at ball midfield. He's not particularly good. So I'm going to change to deep line playmaker as well, but have him on defend. And then Santi on advanced on support. That'll do nicely. We'll give them both a team talk calmly so that we have faith. And they're both just deep in thought. Well, fuck you then. Okay, Gibbs with the throw-in out on the left-hand side. Here's Alexis. Lays it across for Granit Xhaka. Bang one. Cazorla tried it. That was awful. Bounced it back to him off Giroud's head. Is Ozil. Alexis. Good play. Giroud on a hat-trick. He's got it. Giroud hat-trick on the opening day of the season against Man United. That's fantastic. Sign a new striker. We need a new striker. No, you don't. You need Giroud. Where he should be. Up top. Not coming on off the bench. Starting at striker. Banging him home for fun. And with that then, we'll take him off. We'll take him off and we'll bring Sacco on. Target man's his best position, so I don't need to change anything. He's got his hat-trick. Let's bring Sacco on for a debut. Let's passionately... that one. Deep in thought. Oh, fuck you too then, man. Schneiderlin headed away. Here's Xhaka. Cazorla. Ozil. Alexis. Oh, De Gea, that's woeful. 4-0 Manchester United, that's woeful. We have put them to the sword today. I told you, their midfield of Rooney and Herrera, I like both of them. I like both of them as players, but you need... That's woeful goalkeeping. You need a combative man in there. You need a Schneiderlin, a Carrick along with them. And they didn't have it. Well, they didn't start the game with it anyway. And we have exposed them badly here. This could be 5 with Gibbs. Well blocked. Santi. Xhaka. Back out to Gibbs. Gibbs across. It's Ozil. It is 5. Freddy Adu. Freddy Adu, the greatest manager in the history of professional football. I'm calling it right now. Sir Alex get bent. Pep who? Fucking Freddy Adu. That is who. Ozil into the bottom corner. Beautiful finish. Beautiful goal. 5-0 against Manchester United. 5-0. Jose Mourinho, you fucking what, mate? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0. Opening day of the season. First game of his managerial career. 5-0 win over Manchester United. That is amazing. Passionate. I'm very happy. That was a fantastic performance from the boys. It's a fantastic, passionate. It's a fantastic result. Dominated possession. We had 13 shots on target to their 1. We battered them. And it's not like we got all our goals after they went down to 10 men either. We were already 3-0 up at that point. Fantastic stuff. Oh, we're 2-0 up at that point. It might have been 2-0. Either way. Yeah, it was 2-0. Either way, though, we caned them. Absolutely caned them. That was fantastic. Arsenal find inspiration in Giroud. You're not fucking kidding. He was outstanding. 9.5. 3 goals. Fantastic. Incredible performance from Giroud. I'm so glad I didn't sign a replacement for him and just signed a backup to him to play in a similar way as him in Diafra Sakho. And I think that's possibly the best way to end this first episode. We've done the setup. We're into the season. We're into the season with a bang. 5-0. 5-0. Freddy Adu. I am amazing. I am amazing.